So we're doing NBA hot takes from 10 months ago on Reddit. The first one is a Bulls, Raptors, and Lakers fan all saying the Celtics aren't going to be as good. So in other words, the sky is blue. But there are some fair points here. I mean, the first one was the Horford loss is absolutely massive, and people are going to see that Kyrie wasn't the main problem. Yeah, I mean, we were all concerned about losing Horford. It's very fair. I think we should have given Brad Stevens more credit. I mean, Brad had the Celtics playing really good defense when Jared Sullinger was his starting power forward or whatever. And also, we should have foresaw that Daniel Tice would be so fundamentally sound on both sides of the floor, you know? I do appreciate the Celtics fan in the middle here, just kind of like trying to instigate things, but not being adversarial, because that is a recipe for getting downvoted on Reddit. The Raptors fan, they're clearly a worse version of last year's... Oh, actually, let me... One more thing. The Kyrie thing. Yeah, I mean, Kyrie was never the main problem. He was part of it. He certainly wasn't a model citizen, but he wasn't the number one problem. Anyway, the Raptors fan, they're clearly a worse version of last year's disaster on paper. People are banking on them because they hope they can mesh better. That ended up being a fair thing to hope for, because they mesh way better. And then the Lakers fan says a few things. The main thing I take away from what the Lakers fan was saying here is that people just didn't realize how annoying Terry Rozier and Marcus Morris was. Like, I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it again. Those two combined for 20 shots a game last year. 20. 2-0. 5 times 4. So many shots that should have been going to Jalen and Kyrie and Tatum went to Terry Rozier and Marcus Morris. Now, of course, in true NBA Reddit fashion, not only did the Celtics get the bad treatment, the Lakers did as well. Not that hot of a take, but the Lakers are going to struggle for a bit and end up a 6th seed or something like that. I mean, I picked the Lakers to get like the 3 seed, so I certainly didn't think they were going to run through the regular season. Now, I did predict them to win the finals in the end, so take that for whatever it's worth. But a 6th seed? I mean, that would be projecting them to win maybe like 52 or 53 games, actually probably a little less than that in the 6th seed. I mean, the 6th seed in the West is usually very good, but yeah, some people were not as super high on the Lakers. You got 12 upvotes here. Another one, 23 upvotes from a Warriors fan. Lakers missed the playoffs again. Now, maybe it's the idea that it's a hot take, so you're going to get upvoted because it's a hot take, but is there like a hot take overload? I don't know. Speaking on the anti-Lakers movement, AD leaves the Lakers at end of season. I mean, if this happens, then... I mean, it's not going to happen, but if it didn't, clearly it would be a disaster. But based on everything that's been going on, it seems like AD is going to extend for, 5 years would it be in LA? Let's do some more deep cuts. This one's from a Sacramento Kings fan. Harry Giles will be an impact player for the Sacramento Kings and will show glimpses of why he was considered to be the number 1 pick before injuries. I like this take. It didn't totally happen, but I like it. Harry Giles is good, man. I feel like he's going to end up on another team, and he'll end up being awesome. Other random ones. Chicago Bulls will have the 3 seed. Starting 5-wise, Levine and Markkanen continue their star play. I mean, to be fair, Otto was doing some stuff off the dribble before the year ended last season. Wendell Carter Jr. has a promising second season. He wasn't as exciting as his rookie year. Jim Boylan, man. That's all I got for you. We have another one for the Bulls. Zach will be an all-star. The Bulls will be a top 5 seed in the East. And then a Thunder fan comes through and says that is a homer take, not a hot one. The Thunder fan ends up looking pretty good on this one. Is it insane to believe Zach LaVine can make a couple all-star teams? Probably not. And I liked some of the signings the Bulls made. I liked the Satoransky and Thad Young signings. I did not predict the Bulls to make the postseason, but things have happened, you know. Once again, Jim Boylan, man. Much like a 4-year college player, Doncic won't improve as much as top-tier American one-and-dones usually do. And then they say he's played 3 EuroLeague years, so he's kind of already hit his ceiling as a player, and they also do like the Luca isn't that athletic thing. The lack of super athleticism from Luca, it turns out, at least as of right now, it hasn't totally mattered, partially because he's so damn crafty, like the way he can stop and then speed up and all that. But also he's a big dude. He's like 6'7", 220, is he? Maybe like 230? I don't know exactly what he is, but that hasn't been a problem, clearly. And it's funny to think about. Luca actually may be the most improved NBA player in some way. It's a good thing this guy deleted this, because, well, I mean, I wouldn't show his name anyway, but for the sake of somebody on Reddit coming back and then hitting you with something embarrassing, I mean, I guess, I don't really know how Reddit works. Does he still see the comments if somebody replies to him? I don't totally know. Sixers finish with the best record. Not really a hot take at the time. We all were very high on Philly. Steph wins MVP. Well, what are you going to do? LeBron drops out of the top 5 players. That did not happen. And the Lakers finish 7th. That definitely did not happen. Mavs make the playoffs. All right, so you got 1. That's pretty good, right? You got 1 at the end of the day. I mean, nobody foresaw Steph getting hurt. All right, we've got another Lakers fan one. AD supplants Giannis for the question of who's the best young player in the league for 2020. That did not happen. Clippers flame out in the first round and Doc Rivers gets fired. I don't think that's going to happen, but you could be right. Pelicans trade Drew, no. Celtics finish 7th, nope. Miami misses playoffs, nope. Warriors and Nets shut down Curry. Okay, this guy actually foresaw Steph Curry getting hurt. This one's a little all over the place. It's very much a Laker fan hot take, because I mean, come on. You're telling me AD becomes better than Giannis, Clippers and Celtics suck? I mean, there's a chance that they just genuinely believed this. There's a chance that they had some Lakers group chat egging them on when they typed this one out. It's all good, man. We all get caught up in it. Now this one I can very much appreciate. The Clippers aren't that good, and then this guy here, basically everything I've been saying, this dude just says it, but he said it 10 months ago, so I appreciate he was ahead of me on this one. Pelicans will be a bottom 5 team. Didn't happen. And this one, I think, was an initial reply to somebody saying that Chris Paul would be like a top 5 MVP candidate. And this person saying Chris Paul's body just isn't holding up for that long. Top 5 MVP, that's crazy. I mean, if we had let the season run out, is it insane to believe that Chris Paul would have been top 5 in MVP voting? Who knows, man? I mean, OKC was rolling. So,